pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good morning.
Good morning.
So all three commissioners and Miranda are in the office. The county attorney will be in shortly. And we have the Drummond Mayor, Gail Leeper in the gallery. We'll start with the ordinance from meeting on April 21st, 2026.
I'll make a motion that we accept the board minutes for April 21st, 2026.
Second. Public comment. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Move right into correspondence. First one here is from Linda Bach. Marine Connor asked her to attend the town of Guilford council meeting to discuss some of their regulations, and she was just wanting to make sure that it's okay with us for her to do this. I think it's fine for her to go. Do her thing.
I don't think that would be anything where she'd have to seek our permission to go and
No,
enlighten the town of Phillipsburg.
on the regulations, anyway, why me? Next one here is from Jack Foster, email, letting us know that Beacon currently does not have power. The Northwest service might be off, he's thinking, but, letting us know that they're having their monthly meeting on May 20th. And he was wondering if we could get him the last, revision of the Beacon ordinance, the board bylaws. Which I'll be, I think Blaine might have some of that. So. I know Blaine probably got the bylaws, Beacon report, and Blaine probably got all that, we can ask Blaine and email him.
You have a quick thing?
Sure.
Well, the prison wants to deliver stuff tomorrow. Are you okay with that? Yeah. A table and a desk and chairs. Yep. Okay, I'll respond. Okay. Thank you.
So on that email from Mr. Foster, is he talking about finalizing the ordinances? Is that what he's asking about? Because the bylaws I thought were already in place.
I thought they were redoing the bylaws,
Yeah.
looking them over, cause that's why they were gonna, looking into the 7 people or 5 people.
Oh, okay.
Plus some of that
Okay.
other stuff.
And Blaine's got all that, so email Jack. Next one here is a flyer. 2026 Montana Digital Government Summit. It's on Tuesday, May 5th. In Helena. Just technology conference for government. Alright, next, email is from Chad Lannis, replying back from us for the bathroom at Roman Solid Waste. He said he met with a contractor out there last year, possibly the year before, can't really remember, but said he'd be happy to meet out there again with anyone who needs to add his insight for the process to get rolling.
Meeting down there,
Okay.
kind of see where he wants to, clean his spot. See if we can get going on that, huh?
Yeah,
I'll get a hold of him and see when he's coming through or something, and then,
okay. This next letter is from First to acknowledge our April 7th letter that we sent them for the revisions we did for the inspection plan that Great West and all them submitted. Public comment on correspondence.
That's yours. Not mine.
All right, we'll move into the next agenda item, public comment on matters within the commissioner's jurisdiction. Any public comment? Blaine's here today, right? Is that what she
I think so.
said she'd be down?
Yeah.
Down for the. It's just their updated punch list, or is this from last week?
That's from last week.
Oh.
Yeah, I can remember. From them.
When does the hospital, election, is that May 5th?
I think, yeah, the fifth, so you'd have to have your ballot back.
I already turned mine in last week,
Good for you, I did too.
that was cool.
I actually did it on Monday. At the school.
I dropped it off here and Sarah's like, oh, it needs to go to the school, I'm like, oh. She goes, well, I already got a couple, I'll take it since you're.
Well,
Just, I'm like,
Oh,
okay.
isn't that sweet?
Yeah. So, and that, any public comment?
No, I think you have.
Oh. Oh, you want that one?
No. Maybe I have. No, that's fine. Thank you.
Yeah.
Anything going out on in the town of Drummond that's exciting?
No, just, doing our, I've got a couple of gals that are working on beautification. So, the old 911 building,
Yeah,
across there from the canyon, they're gonna, them and some other people are gonna paint it and do some murals on it, and so, yeah, it's good. It's a good thing, and, then the 4-H groups always do flowers,
yeah,
they plant around. So that's always, yeah, that's good.
springtime stuff.
Yeah, lots of springtime.
You might wanna wait for planting flowers for another week or so.
We actually got ours from Clinton Farms yesterday, I picked them up
Yeah.
at their inside. They're in Carrie's garage.
Yeah.
They moved to the greenhouse and stuff, cause they needed room down there.
Right.
Yeah, oh, heck yeah, it was 22 yesterday.
Yeah.
Then it's supposed to be almost 70 on Friday.
It's so crazy. It's ridiculous.
Got good moisture out of it though, much needed moisture.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And, June 1st, we're having a summit down at, the fire hall for, it's like local government and Lincoln Legacy and MMIA. So that's the first one we've ever been able to host. So that'll be nice. That'll be good. Gonna remember the way. These guys.
On empowerment.
Oh, thank you. You give it to Scott. Put on your tongue, Scott, let it.
It's time to be learn about you.
No, that was that one thing I put on your, I said, put on your tongue.
Yeah.
No, these are just men.
Yes.
I dumb for a dumb.
I suck on them all the time. Thank you. That way, then I pop so much. If I have something.
Butterscotch, huh? Look. I
Sorry, I only had one pop.
I got boxes of Girl Scout
Yeah, you
cookies
go.
still.
Oh, there you go.
Probably take those home one. They should have been here for 6 weeks.
Tempting me. Give them to your kids.
Just gotta go start leaving them around in the office
Right.
for every day throughout the courthouse.
Hey, Miranda, do you know this computer trick that if you push Windows and H, you can voice?
Oh, really?
Girl, huh?
I didn't know that.
Robin uses it all the time to do minutes.
Really?
And more, and I mean, you have to reread it and stuff.
Oh, sure.
Sometimes, but it's so much
Yeah,
quicker.
that sounds handy. I'm gonna have to play with that.
Even with emails.
Yeah. Yeah. Windows H,
Yeah,
So,
this one.
oh,
yeah,
Hey, it's a go window.
And it also reads it to you.
Does it?
I'm all about the shortcuts.
Yeah.
We should show Scott that.
What?
I think you'd work your computer. Well, you just talk to the computer, it'll pay for you.
Oh, bad enough.
Yeah, that's, I hear ya. So it's that old. Mine was messing up this morning. I was like, oh.
I tried for a half hour better last night to send her a gravel thing. And she did it 2 seconds.
Operator.
I don't think the bank has those anymore.
Hmm?
The bank, I don't think they have them there anymore. Last couple times I've been in there, I haven't seen them. My kids usually try to take the whole bowl.
Uh-huh. So my kids are at the store at the meat department. They're one in the corner there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, where?
Uh,
Wait, what?
Yeah, at the store at the meat department. There's one in the corner if you're looking.
Huh.
Little thing of suckers.
I'll have to look.
I don't know.
Is that water thing hooked up yet?
No, we tried it.
I looked at it too.
Is it supposed to be hooked up or is it just gonna be
No,
jugs of water?
It's working? Oh, well, he was sitting there staring at it.
well, I
thought,
shouldn't say
you know what
that
you're doing?
because I
No.
use my finger, it might not wanna.
And I went,
Mhm.
he said, just have to do some jerry rigging here and I'm, yeah, well, that's what it's all about, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Looked at that before we got it, I'm sure. Yes, I did.
Any public comment? Alright, we'll get into the next agenda item. Weekly road report with Paul, that he is out on vacation.
Just, all I've really got is, trying to fix that mess down there at Bear Mouth. They bladed it off and you looked at it. I'll go down today
Yeah,
and look at it, but that's pretty much just complaints there and then Bear Gulch still on that one spot.
So it has to be removed then. to
They
start.
already, they plowed it off, Paul, I'll let him speak for himself, but he went down and looked at it. I worked yesterday and I'll go, as soon as we leave here, I'll fly down and, but, they actually got the bad stuff off the side of the road. It's just laying there, which
it's a,
there ain't nothing else we can do about
right,
it.
it's a mess, we gotta go clean up. Yeah, but at least we're down back to our
Okay.
surface, all the clay material has been removed off it, but it doesn't look good, it needs to be cleaned up and look better
Yeah.
for sure, so.
Cause they'll have to go all the way to that substation where they put it
Yeah.
down. I mean, we can't just fix that first part.
And I think they did go all the way, I just went to the trips lane there, is where I just turned around,
So I'll run down and look at it today and then give an update or call you, whatever, but that and, pretty much that's about all I know what's going on. I haven't talked to road supervisor since last week, so I don't know much else. I know that this is a good time to be blatant.
Yep.
I got a lot to do, we're way behind.
Yep,
This here's took,
gonna make this even
couple
more
of
money.
weeks out of our,
Now, Paul's out this week.
I just got a message, just said he wouldn't be in this week, that was last Thursday, Wednesday or Thursday.
The message I got from him, that he just wasn't gonna be here today.
Yeah.
Talk about being out all week.
Oh, he didn't say that to
I
me.
tried to call Sam yesterday, but it's probably a good thing he don't have his phone in there.
Yeah,
So maybe I'll try to catch up with him down there at the shop, just figure out what the plan is this week, where they're going.
yeah,
There's just lots of stuff to get done, but we're behind.
and we get up Bear Gulch too, if there's some of those spots, maybe just have them, instead of trying to push it off the road, if we can't get it off the road, if the bank's not steep enough, we just gotta. wait
Where it's
until
on that-
tide.
Yeah, where it's on that corner, Paul, I'm worried about shoving it off there, cause it's that creek that water
Exactly.
does run
Yep.
there. We might have to try to bring it to the middle and load it and haul it either to our yard or back where we got it or something.
Yep,
So are we not working with a full crew still?
I have no idea, and I think everybody's back except for two guys are gone. I can't say.
Yeah, right.
Medical stuff, two guys are still gone, so we're shorthanded. And, yeah, we're two down.
I would haul it back to the county yard
yeah,
so we can control it, yeah.
yep,
But I definitely think we should on Bear Gulch, otherwise we're gonna shove it right over in that. That water comes through there and they'll be there.
So, on another note, to bring to your attention about county roads is that Bill Antonelli visited with me and he said that he was going to approach us at a later date and he's going to be hauling to his mill and, in the past, the county's always made sure that the road he hauls on is in good condition when he starts.
I think we should. I mean, that's just part of it. Yeah, I remember they did it that, when they were hauling it out before, we made sure that they get them big trucks coming and going down there and there's other stuff.
yeah,
No, I totally agree with you.
yeah, no, might have to kind of keep an eye on that too, cause the trucks do blow that road out, I mean, there's lots of houses up that way that lead to that road, so I'll kind of keep tabs on maintenance on that for sure, when they start hauling.
You're talking about Granite Road, yeah.
That's about all I have.
What about little Missy Mare? Are we gonna?
Sorry.
Kevin's got the Chris stuff on today, that's good to see.
Gail Lee Bird, Town of Drummond, so I came, to ask, and doesn't sound like it's a good time to come and ask, with you guys being down, a couple of guys, workers, but we're in the middle of, in transition of hiring a new public works person. And it was pretty sudden, and so, I wanted to ask if we could have, some of the county guys come in and do our potholes. I mean, we would pay the wages and for material, we would reimburse you.
For pothole patching and the asphalt.
Yeah.
Cold mix.
Well, that one, yeah, I mean, I don't know what they're gonna do with that. Paul had talked about it last year when they were supposed to, when they were gonna grind that south main or whatever, and they said they'd take a look at it. And I've talked with Colbeck's and said, hey, you know, when they do something on South Main, then we'll try to include that piece down there,
And-
but
I talked to Paul right after I talked to you, and he said it'd be like in 30 days before we'd even have an opening to who,
okay, so if it's gonna be in 30 days, then.
if somebody could, but we're still down. Today we found out that the one guy won't be back for another month.
Okay,
And so, I'm trying not to say, so we're gonna be shorthanded right now, this catch up, I definitely think if we could, we could help them, but right now, this catch up crap down there at Fairmount, it's costing us.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're not using names or why they're out, you're fine. Yeah.
Yeah, and I get it, and I mean, I hope to have somebody hired by,
If a person could, now this is just I'm just thinking that if you hired somebody and had another guy, would we be willing to rent out or not rent out, but let them use and take care of our patcher and they can do it themselves, or we're not gonna have guys, you know, I'm trying to, cause
Sure.
that's a good one. And it, you know, and you can leave it
it's
at.
faster, isn't
Yeah,
it?
you can leave it at the county shop, plug it in there. And then if you could find two people and then we could write up a deal with, they could use it,
Yeah.
and take care of it, and then whatever stuff they use, just repay.
Sure,
Like the material.
This is just something,
Sure.
at least
No.
this way, that can move.
This for the Durapatcher?
Okay, question, are we Durapatching right now in Granite County?
Yeah.
Okay,
No, I don't think right now, cause had the dump truck out there down there with the. Cause we're short.
oh, okay,
I thought I saw him by the river bridge the other day, a couple guys,
No, see, I don't care about, not in here,
yeah.
I shouldn't have said no, but I know that we told everybody to get down there.
So, side note, the county and the town already have an agreement in place where we can,
Oh,
do this, so yeah. I think that's still, yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's.
I think that,
Okay, and that's great, that's good to know, with it, cause I hope to, so I'll be gone next week.
maybe that one guy for the county could go for a day and show them how to use everything. That's been on there, knows it really good.
what about the problem if we're not using it, if we are using it and they need it?
That's just scheduling.
Well,
Just
we're gonna have to
logistics.
try to work around, cause
Okay,
we gotta
yeah.
start getting these roads.
And sometimes it just is what it is. I mean, we had started early, you know, so we got Main Street and by the school. North Main.
I don't think we've even made it up behind the school, we were gonna go.
Yeah, actually
Did
did.
they get it?
Oh, not behind the school, yeah, cause they asked me about that.
oh, yeah, we're gonna go do that.
Question, we did say we'd do behind the school,
Yep.
right?
Yeah,
So, behind the school, how long would that take?
a day to 2 days. he said.
So how long would it take to just carry on and do the rest potholes in town?
Oh boy, I'm gonna say, probably 2 to 3 days to do them all, I would think.
So if we've got the equipment and we've got the two people that can do that right now, but then they're doing what? They're hauling stuff and
Well, there's a
so
gym now,
they're,
mess cleaned up right now.
yeah. But
I mean,
they're,
they could, it's
that's
fine.
all I'm saying, is we said that we would do the potholes behind the school.
Yeah.
Why not just get the rest of it?
Yeah, while we're there.
Yeah,
No,
while we're doing that.
I think we're all in agree, I just
Okay.
gotta make sure this stuff down here is just, the fun, I'm just, yeah. it
Yeah,
has to go.
okay.
And with anything, you know, any help, well, because once we get, the new person on, it's gonna be like, you know how it is, taking a drink out of a fire hydrant, but we can make that a priority too. With it, but if you're okay with that, I'll just stay in touch with you guys
Yeah,
I
and,
think, yeah, do that, and then, like, I'll be gone all this week, but I'll talk to Sam, and I'll talk to Dave and Chris, see
Okay.
what everybody's doing, and then I can kinda have a plan.
Okay.
I have another question. So you said you visited with Paul. Did he mean he's not gonna get behind the school for 30 days either? Is that what he meant?
I don't know, he just, cause I brought up the attention of this, I thought about, just feel it out, so. I think the school thing that was gonna be right away, if it is, yeah, they could go for 2 days, but right now, I'm
Yeah,
pushing.
well, right now it's at
yeah,
a very
yeah,
crucial
crucial.
situation.
Yeah, no, it is, yeah, I totally understand, but I'll just keep in touch with you guys or
Yeah, just
text
call
me
I'll
and,
Try to get
and-
all through. see if-
yeah, I'll, in a couple days, I'll probably shoot you a text and just. see
Yeah, if we
where
can
we're
jump
at.
on it for a couple of days, I just soon get it out of the way and then.
well, I only think the school, behind the school is gonna take 2 days, it ain't very long.
Well,
There's a lot of So,
They're-
yeah,
They're pretty deep.
yeah.
I know that one.
For 2 days back there,
Yeah.
that's what Paul said, but I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, that's, hey, that sounds good. I hadn't come up to talk to you guys for a while, so I thought I'd better.
Alright, we got a comment here. Go ahead, Elena.
Good morning, Elena Gagliano for the record. Did I hear correct that Paul Alpt is on vacation? So who is standing in for him, supervising for him?
We
Oh.
are,
So who
Jared,
is?
Did you hear us?
Is that a proper-
Elena, we are. We're talking to the road crews.
You're standing in, I mean, you're watching the crew work, and if they have a problem, they report to you, the commissioners?
Yes.
Correct.
Wow, that's interesting. Okay, thanks.
Thanks for the
For
comment.
the record, interesting.
Where's that center?
I think I swallowed the stick.
Okay, I appreciate your time and I'll just keep in touch with you guys and
Yeah, we'll work together.
And then, just a reminder, May 13th, joint session.
Yep.
In Phelpsburg,
May
13th,
3rd.
yeah. Yeah, at City Hall.
The Wednesday.
What's going on?
At
May
6.
13th? Do I have something I have to do?
Yes, you have to come down there. It'll be, I don't even know what,
I'm kidding.
I think I put Pill Money and maybe South Main were the two things that I put on for agenda.
We were supposed to have another update on South Main, I haven't heard nothing either.
Yeah.
And then we was talking to, he went over to Makers and that, so they were talking to us again.
Yeah. Yeah,
You're talking about grant money for South Main or?
I just, talking about equipment and that.
Oh,
yeah. Okay,
Once again, you know, they wanna sell it, we don't have the money to buy it.
I know, and that's, I mean, if you can find a place to rent one, but then they're always using them about the time that you want.
Everyone
And
needs it
they're-
at the same time.
And they're a month ahead this year on everything, like Knife River, I talked to them the other day on some other stuff, and they're a month ahead already, it's working.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
So, I
a
mean,
very mild
We're
winter.
kinda on the back burner for a lot of stuff, it's just.
All right, sounds good. Thanks, commissioners. I will see you on the 13th.
Alright, sounds
See you,
good.
Lance.
Have a good day. Thank you.
Bye.
Yeah, I don't know what foods are, if they're on 4 days or 5 days, being or short guys, once I gotta figure that there, we'll find out, I'll call him. If I get.
Alright, we'll move on to the gravel purchase from Bob Weaver Construction. So he wasn't able to make it in today, so we'll talk to him over the conference phone.
Is he gonna call in? Did we call in?
We need to call him. 406.
Oh, you want me to dial it for you?
544. 0359.
but right now, it's gotta
Ask him that.
be, talk about the employees, it should be low.
I'm sorry, the person you were trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Please try your call again later. Goodbye.
Guess we'll wait a few minutes, Casey tries to call back.
Yeah.
So you want me to get some background on what's going on here? So that, last year, the county put out, publicly noticed for bids, requesting bids for gravel. He was the low bidder, Bob Weaver Construction. And gravel last fall was purchased from Bob Weaver Construction. It was, what was the yardage? It was
Like, there was up to 15,000 yards.
10,000 was down there, cause we haven't worked on
Or
it.
we
so
did 10 down there.
Yeah, cause then we used up here, we got 15,000 altogether, we did 10 down there at a
That's
12 yards, but come out to like 140,000 counting everything.
so 10,000 yards.
Yes.
And so, the county belief is that was poor quality gravel that was sold to the county. It was applied to Dunkelberg Road, Bear Gulch Road, Mullen Trail West, they're close to interstate. Is that correct?
Yeah.
And, now that there's been lots of complaints by local residents, including, Gene Tripp at Mullen Trail West and others on Mullen Trail West. So now the county's now gotta use manpower, equipment, and have replacement gravel that's being kept track of at this time. And so that would be the county's damages or, the manpower out, the labor hours, equipment usage, and replacement gravel. Appears to be unknown what the amount of gravel is gonna have to be used to replace, but there's gonna be some. In my opinion, I think it's clear that there's poor quality gravel. I think the issue had to be remedied.
Yeah, I mean, I got pictures of it the other.
When I gave Miranda a couple pictures there too, I mean, what it's good, it just,
So we have photographs and letters from local
and
residents.
they're trying to get some more letters. I talked, this weekend, I had quite a few more calls, we haven't cut it. We tried it,
But
we're being threatened to be sued by the people because it's unsafe. And
Yeah.
that's stuff that everybody needs to know. I mean,
you guys are making it a priority to get it corrected, but,
Okay, I have a question. How were we going to approach Mr. Weaver? Were we going to discuss this with him? And I don't understand. We're waiting for a phone call back and we're not getting it back. Were we just gonna ask him why, what were we gonna ask?
Yeah,
him?
what-
What was,
this is Blaine, what his opinion is of the gravel, and two, how is he gonna make this right? The county needs to be made whole, so those are to me, the two issues there. If he's disputing that it's poor quality, then, there's ways that we can handle that to have it inspected and so
well, the
forth.
thing about it, we bought gravel from him for how many years? We never, all of a sudden, this is like, I don't know where. Some from how we
Right.
ended up with,
The county should probably take some of them and have it inspected right now, beyond the photographs and
Yeah.
statements.
well, it's the shit, that's the way it's. We had them last week, I thought they were gonna scrape off, but they pulled it back in, the edges, cause there's that much gravel that they flat bladed off, they pulled it back in, tried to mix it. And Paul and I both went down there after it rained, and it just bubbled right up, and Paul all went down. And that was Wednesday or Thursday, and he said that it's not looking too bad, and then we got the rain and it just blew up. And he even said that, Paul said, yeah, wow.
So it's gonna take a lot
I
of.
told, get it off, I'm tired of, we can't keep trying to Band-Aid it, and I told Paul to tell Sam.
That's why I think that material should be taken back to the county yard, so the
Okay.
county can control it can be
Well, it's on both
inspected.
sides now, so we're gonna have to take a skid or something down there and try to, or, that blade should maybe pull some up. I just hate to bring it back up on.
Especially the Bear Gulch one, when we get to that.
I don't know
It's
if they've
just
got, so I'll have to run there right
Get
out.
that wind road up and haul off.
If they shove it over there, it's just gonna be,
Yeah.
that mine's right there. Congress mine, they work with. I just had nothing but complaints and, I mean, it just won't quit. We're trying to do the best we can. And I wish we wouldn't even drug that shit back in. Now it's just, yeah.
In the meantime, it need to be, road crew needs to be keeping track of their labor hours and equipment users.
So we've told
Yeah.
Paul, we set it in here, it's on record, and then we've been told, you know.
But I'd send that in a letter as well, email
To Mr. Weaver.
to,
Paul.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's on record in here though, recorded that we, you know, told them make sure and keep up the tabs, cause we gotta figure out what to do with it.
And I sent him a text yesterday telling him the same thing, so. But I didn't hear back.
Well, obviously, we're not gonna get a call, so now what do we do? I mean. We were told last, you know, he knew that we was gonna call him, cause he told Paul Weaver, you know, who was our punch. Oh, sorry, that, you know, Paul told me, he said he didn't know if he was supposed to call or we were calling him, I said, we'll call him. Cause him and Paul were been talking about it.
Well, I have some advice on litigation strategy if you
Yeah,
wanna
I
close, if
think,
you
I
wanna
think we
close
need
it.
to close it right now, and if Mr. Weaver calls back, we'll open it up immediately.
Got a new water bottle filled out now.
Alright, so we're back on, Mr. Weaver never did call us back, we're gonna reach out to him again to try to get him. In here next week. So with that,
Oh, I'm sorry, but on that, would you make sure, to let him know that the elevator's working through? You make sure-
Yep.
Cause he's got it back, he just got a hip replaced, but we'll get here, you know, we ride the
Yeah.
elevator up.
It is working.
Yeah.
The elevator.
we're just gonna let him know.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I walked a person down and showed him how to get to the elevator. A disabled person,
Alright, did you?
and he
Good
said
deed
that was,
today.
that was really nice of me to get his vote.
Alright, so we'll move on to solid waste report. Last week, the slip tank came in. I ended up just getting a 55 gallon, cause instead of 100, so that saved like $300, $400. And I think Miranda took it to him on Thursday, and I dropped off the pump on Friday. I guess with Todd's report here for the dump. Set, apparently had the fire department come up to make sure, verify that. There's no heat left in the burn pile, so he's disposing of ashes in the dumpsters. And then he can start accepting wood for the burn pile. I guess this week.
That you put on the website.
Yeah, so, right, yeah, put it on the website, we can start accepting wood at the Phillipsburg one, I don't know, Don Kendall, is he good to start accepting wood too? Down in Drummond,
Yeah, it's all done and took care of down there.
okay,
They stirred it around, some he likes to keep it on it around. That's good.
how much else for, solid waste?
I think, this line, they've taken refrigerant stuff in Phillipsburg now. and
Oh.
taken care of it.
That's, I gotta get a hold of Todd on that, cause, yeah, when I was out there, there's probably 60 refrigerators
Yeah.
out there,
I noticed that.
so we gotta,
Well, we told him to talk to John too on that.
Yeah.
John's taking care of his, so I don't, you know, some of this, they gotta just work together. I mean, it's a county-wide thing, so if
Yeah.
one guy's figuring out where to get rid of it, they gotta just talk together.
you know,
Yeah, it's gotta go to a proper place, but yeah, you can find it.
do you wanna send Todd an email on that?
Yep.
Instead of Miranda?
Yeah, I'll keep her out of this.
So there's 60 refrigerators out there,
I don't know if there's that many, but
but
There's a lot.
there's at least 20 some.
Yeah, there's a lot. I noticed that.
Yeah.
Up
I
the
went and
window.
turned around there, I was like, you can see, haven't done anything out here with the refrigerant. Friday, and that was on Friday, I dropped that pump off.
okay.
And Paul Annoy said he'd take fuel out. He told me that.
Yeah, I got a hold of Bill and he said, yeah, I'll drop fuel off. I think he said, I mean, I told him it's probably gonna be once a month, and he's only getting fuel a
Well,
couple
then
times a month, so.
You know, Todd will figure out what day he's coming at, and then let him know if he needs oil and grease, or
Yep.
something, that he can bring it all at one time.
Yep.
He said, Bill said, no problem.
And call him on county time.
And I let Todd know that I could talk to Bill and that he would drop him off fuel when he needs it.
All right.
Alright, any public comment for solid waste? Alright, we'll move on to the dam tenders report. We're currently at, 6429.05, we're 5.4 inches below full pool. Where were we at last week?
5.88,
So we're still gaining.
and where's that 35? Did everybody agree, Blaine? I mean.
Yeah, yep. We always hear from US Fish and Wildlife Service on, seems like Wednesday morning, but everyone's getting back to them.
And then we got Paul Talon couldn't be here today, but he did send a text in. He was kind of for staying or going up more.
I think I'd say at 35.
Yep.
Did you know that the ice went off the lake April 21st?
Yeah.
Good to know.
I know that for a fact, because they have a thing up at Georgetown.
Oh, yeah, that, yeah.
Earliest time in the last, I don't know how many years,
Really?
that it's been up that early.
So
FYI.
I know.
I'll send an email out then that.
Yeah, let,
Oh,
you
yeah,
know,
okay.
Brad. Hi, Brad. How are you?
Good, how are you guys?
Not too bad. So are you good with us? I mean, we gained again this week. Are you good with us staying at 35 again?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's reasonable. Snowpack's starting to drop a bit, like Peterson Meadows, but yeah, I think the next warm up we're gonna see some moisture coming off and then it'll be easier to tell where we're at. But yeah, I think 35 is good for now.
Yeah, 'cause it's supposed to be 70 or pushing 70 on Thursday, Friday, it looks like, high 60s anyway, so. Probably get quite a bit of runoff maybe. But, alright,
You already made
I'll
that
entertain a motion.
I'll make a motion that we stay at 35.
I will second that.
All in comment,
Thanks, Brad.
all in favor? Aye. Motion carried and passed. So, yep, we'll stay at 35, Brad and Blaine will get an email out to all the other agencies, I guess, so.
Sounds good. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Brad, and see you next week.
Yep.
Yeah, it's supposed to just be kind of cool all week, but then I looked at it yesterday, like, wow, 68 on Friday,
Yeah.
it's like,
I don't know.
65 on Thursday, it's like, oh, it's gonna get warm.
Mhm.
That's the other thing, is Silver Lake full too, I didn't really pay any attention, haven't been that way in a
I
while,
haven't either.
or filling, they should say.
I think so.
Willow Creek Reservoir is full,
Yeah.
but then someone was telling me that they didn't think that East Fork was gonna fill this year, is what they're talking about, I was like,
It got so low last year or what?
wasn't as low as wasn't that low when I was up there. ice fishing and, yeah, what was that, first part of March.
If them guys are out and about potholing too, there's two deep potholes up over the dam in roadway.
So we should probably get that done before our inspection.
Before our thing comes, for sure.
Yeah,
I don't know. Try to figure out how to get a hold of the guys and see what's going on, I guess.
yeah.
Fix more work.
Yeah. Or we should leave it, because then they'll find something, and maybe that'll be good enough. Kind of like when OSHA shut down.
Don't count on it.
Yeah, kind of like OSHA, you just leave something like a broken ladder, so they just find something little. And get you for the big stuff.
Distracting.
Yeah, or a cord that doesn't have the ground on it or something. Huh. All right, we'll move into next agenda item, requested letter of support for the town of Phillipsburg for a grant application regarding stormwater system replacement.
Good morning,
Morning.
Ian Fillmore, Mayor. First, I want to give you this letter. This was before my time, but Maureen informed me that you had never received a proper thank you for the MAP funds. And I don't think it's ever too late to write a thank you note, so
Thank
we
you.
have that. Today I'm here because we all know this is grant season. And some of these are biannual and this is the time, so. We've got significant issues with the stormwater. If you've been down West Broadway at all, you've seen our annual flower, the
Yeah.
traffic cone, all up and down there. One hole could have buried a Subaru.
Yeah, that was a big one.
Yeah, so you're well aware that we've got some major issues. We have another phased project planned for that. And I'm not sure we've exactly decided on phase one. Our town crew, and I tend to agree, believe we've got to deal with that section first. Now, the engineers have different ideas, but you know, they're engineers. They don't know as much as we do. But in any case, we are going to try and get started on the stormwater, in addition to all these other things we've got going on. So
So are
we're
you kind of thinking like from the U-turn there down to Grand Sportland?
pretty much,
Or,
pretty
yeah,
much,
I guess,
yeah.
whatever it is.
yeah. And then the lower end of town down there on the west side needs a lot more like new stormwater drains and things like that, and that's further down the road. So to start with, we're looking for an MSEP and an RDG grant on this project. Then, next week, I'll send a request to Miranda, and I really don't need to come back for this, but we are going for the big bucks on drinking water, the RRG grant. Should we receive enough to do our filtration project, we will continue to do just the first part of the pipeline that you've always supported us on. But then we'll stop wherever we wind up and go straight to filtration, because that is an urgent need right now. That said, you need to be aware, we only found out a week or so ago, under the administrative order of consent with the DEQ, we are not allowed to do any further water hookups. As long as we're under the AOC, it's some weird, refers back to the MCAs, and my brain goes crazy after I read those for a while. So, yeah. What it boils down to is we can still do some hookups under certain conditions. It's very complicated. There are 3 things that must be met for a single hookup. Number 1 has to be platted before 1961, has to do with some act. Number 2, it has to be a single family residence up to a triplex. And number 3, it has to have a main close enough that we do not have to extend the mains. So what it boils down to is we cannot do any more work as far as extending mains or maybe even making a few offshoots. This is already causing us much heartburn because that was the simple part of it, but now we've got Public Works going, well, we've got 8 already signed up for this year. Do they qualify? It looks like they do. But what about?
Yeah.
And, got some very concerned property people who are not mad at us, but very, as they should be concerned. This is why the distribution or the filtration part has become a lot more important. And so there will be more grant requests and stuff for that. And that's the main reason why. And then just, a simple request that I'd like you all to attend the joint session that we have scheduled for next month. If you have anything you'd like on the agenda, please basically let Rachel know. She'll put that together for me, and I'm looking forward to that. I haven't been to one now in a long, long time, and I think it's really important that we get together and everybody kind of agrees that there's a lot of things that we all work together on, and we do it well. And I appreciate all of your help. So that's all I've got for you today. Thank you.
Thank you. Well, entertain a motion for a letter of support.
I make the motion to send a letter of support for the town of Phillipsburg stormwater system replacement project.
We second it?
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion carried, passes.
So this is going to the Montana Department of Commerce, correct?
And then there's 2
We have,
There's 2, they can be the exact same letter, but there are 2. Because we are applying.
is there
for
more
two
than one going out?
Yeah, 2 different grants that
Oh,
we're
okay.
applying for, same
Right,
letter.
gotcha.
Yep. MSEP and our, what did I tell you, RRD,
Something,
yeah,
a lot of acronyms.
I know, it's alphabet soup.
Right.
thing.
Well, how is the pipe project looking?
We're right on schedule as far as we can tell at this point. We hoped we could start this year, but knowing all along it probably wasn't gonna work. And, yeah, we're getting final engineering and, of course, the funds are in place for that, so now it's just a matter of complying with all the federal hoops that we're not accustomed to dealing with to get the real money that's gonna make that project happen. So a lot going on.
Are you getting ready to start, are you gonna bid it this year for next year, or are you waiting until next winter?
And you know, we're not sure when we're gonna be able to bid. We're hoping to bid it this year.
Okay.
Yeah, or next year. And, you know, cross fingers, we'd like to deal local if possible and, so, yeah. All right. Anything else for me?
Nope.
Thanks, guys.
Alright, Thank you, have a good day.
Yep.
I wonder if that, when she was talking about for that filtration, that must have been kind of what, Maureen was kind of telling us about with whatever that spec was, parts per billion or whatever.
Yeah, sounds like it's gonna be expensive.
Make a quick call.
Yeah, we got 5 minutes here.
Nothing's cheap.
No. Wonder if they ever looked at just doing a bunch of wells. Kind of like other.
Yeah, Ennis
do.
does now,
Yeah,
yeah. That's something they should consider. They have. Yeah, they have the half of Silver Springs, but
so you do wells and a tank, right?
yeah. Yeah, they should consider them, yeah.
I know, like I was in, when we first came back to Montana, we were living over there in Bozeman, that house we bought in that subdivision, it had it was a community well. They punched a well in there. That's they had their own water system through the subdivision there.
So was it within the town limits of both cities?
We're in between
Oh,
Bozeman and Belgrade out there, south of the interstate, so. That's kind of what they did. It was good water.
yeah. That's, yeah.
It wasn't over chlorinated, you know, they still had chlorinated on it, they sure, but it wasn't over. Wasn't like normal city water, like that, so it tastes good.
Yeah. Deferred maintenance doesn't work, you gotta. They're getting on stuff, but you just, yeah,
They need to get that stormwater fixed, that's
yeah,
been bad for 10+ years.
yeah,
Just dumping gravel in there the next year, just washes it back out.
yeah. Band-Aid.
I think they put a camera down it once.
There you go.
I don't think there's much left of a pipe at all. Probably an old wood pipe is probably what it was. Probably Camp Creek or whatever it is.
Yeah, it's state right away, but it's town improvements.
So even when, yeah, even, again, I guess 10-12 years ago, 2013, you know, I was working at the state there, it was like, they actually were getting going, trying to like do it, but then they found out they had to pave the whole thing, they tear up and
Yeah,
pavement's expensive.
yes, it is.
I like on that, and like on the, everyone, you know, they always look at Peterson Meadows for snowpack for that water for Georgetown. Well, last I checked, Flint Creek runs out of the other side. Or, you know, I don't know if they always look at Peterson Meadows for snowpack.
Yeah, should be looking.
There's still a lot of snow in north of Georgetown.
Yeah.
there. Back up in that high country, that's where Flint Creek comes from.
Yeah, yeah, you gotta look at all the time.
Yeah, I mean, well, Warm Springs, you know, just on the other side of the hill from Flint Creek, it was 150% of normal this year. So
Yeah. And how much snow they get?
Scalco got 14 inches
Yeah,
last week, you know, that was warm last
Yeah.
weekend, or Friday.
yeah. Skiing and Discovery probably. Excellent.
I never did look at see what Warm Springs or anything got. Sure, we got 14 inches out there, they got at least that.
Yeah,
There's a lot of moisture in that.
yeah, that's good.
We really had over an inch of rain before it turned snow on Thursday or Wednesday or whenever it was. Just downpoured. Then it turned snow.
I was gone to Cooper's wedding. You got
Yeah.
right. They're in Italy now.
Italy,
Yeah, Rome right today, I think. Yeah,
Was the wedding down in Utah there?
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that last week when I called you, and then I called Mariah, I said, oh, he's gone at the wedding. I'm like, ah.
No, no worries.
Whoops. Forgot all about it.
No, oops.
So like Coop, is he done with school now and everything?
Got another year.
One more year?
Yeah,
What are you going for? Studying?
mechanical engineering.
Oh, okay.
But he may go to law school to be a patent engineer or a patent attorney.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Let's see.
Yeah,
Well, that's 3 more years of school.
yeah. I barely got through one.
Not for everyone.
No. Ben, where's he at?
He's gonna go to flight school now. He's in Utah.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's started yesterday.
Really?
He went to a wedding reception of a friend's last month. They rented a mechanical bull.
Yeah.
He's on that thing. Didn't get bucked off, but he had his hand cinched down and broke his hand.
no.
But he got the cast off.
Oh, that's good.
Trying to start playing school. Yeah.
Bodie still rep, was
Yeah,
it
he's got
second or last year?
still got July of the year.
Oh, July will be a year. You down in California, right?
Yeah. Ridgecrest, that's where right now where Tim Allen's from.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's the city the size of Butte out in the middle of the desert. And Boston's doing boot camp this summer.
Oh, yeah, I
Yeah.
forgot about that.
Fort
When did
Jackson,
that start?
End of May. They'll be back first week in August.
Oh, so you don't miss cat camp
Yeah.
then, huh?
But he'll be in good shape.
Oh, yeah. Hopefully they don't run any more weight off him. Hopefully he gets
Yeah.
lifted and gets,
I think Sean Smith's done. You gotta, even if you don't feel hungry, you better eat.
yeah, eat as
Yeah.
much as you can. Keep that weight on.
Yeah, he's gaining so. Yeah, he's gaining.
Yeah, you look good.
Yeah.
Last time I saw him.
Yeah.
Where'd Scott go? Oh, there it is.
They were doing a lifting competition this morning in weights class.
Where they?
Let's see how that went.
To you, who's
Yeah,
top dog?
Yeah, well, just there's like 6 on each side, whatever, and
Oh.
it's four sets of 10. So
Yeah.
the total weight for all of them. So you do your best one. So he's with Austin, I think Gettle and Archer and Wyatt and who's with Wyatt. But Javi's lifting in the morning, so he's not
Right.
so and Wyatt can't do legs.
Why?
And you're pulled him up, well, Toro muscle, I think. He's healing out.
You did?
Yeah, and the warming up for the 100 or triple or long jump or triple jump, yeah.
Blew a quad or something, huh?
I think it's like partial tear.
Yeah. Kids. Yeah. Alright, we're all back here, so we'll move into resolution 2026-5, second reading and adoption. Give just a little
So
history of it, like.
the Forest Service approached the county commission, this is going on approximately 2 years ago, about taking on few Forest Service roads, make them, that they would, Forest Service would convey easements to the county. This resolution has the roads attached to it, exhibits A and B. This would allow those to be, county roads open to the public. County commission would determine the degree of maintenance. Right now, like Wyman has always been considered a county road all the way through, but there's a gap. Yeah, there's a gap there. So this would complete Wyman. And there's Royal and
Queen Road, Little Gold.
Little Gold.
Along with one. So entertain a motion.
I'll make the motion that we go ahead and accept this on the public roadway easement conditional acceptance.
I second it.
Or just the approved resolution 2026 dash
5.
2026-5.
Public comment. All in favor?
Aye.
Sign above my name, right, Blanche?
Yeah, I need to
They got,
go get my notary stamp too.
over there, they got over 2 inches of snow.
Today?
Honestly, yeah, that's what they call their stuff, I'm wondering, I thought, well, why do they call it? Yeah, they're stuff.
All your employees.
Believe that, over 2 inches of snow over in Deer Lodge.
Really?
I'll be right back.
Yeah, snow and all, he said. He said, we don't have nothing here.
Been known to get lots of snow in May too. And in June.
Well, I like those, get like 6 inches of snow at the beginning of June there. Really helps that hay grow.
Well, I bet it does, I bet it does.
For 1 year, what was it, we got 6 inches.
Yeah.
The snow, it all melted off, and the next morning we had another 6 inches of snow. Melted off, and then it turned to summer.
Sodbusters just be happy. No, we need it, man, you dig, I'm building road over there, it's dusty.
Yeah.
Can't shit when you're done, it's just like, wow.
Of course, I don't know, we still, at the creek there, we've had so much moisture, I mean, like, any little bit of moisture we have now makes puddles, like, it ain't, we're saturated. I'm on a rock bar. You never know what the weather though. Rain every 3
Ain't much
days.
you're gonna do about it.
No. That's not something, I don't get too worried about it until about the 10th to the 15th of June, and it's been dry, and we're not getting anything, it's gonna be dry. It'd be like last year, man, so they start cutting hay, it rains every day.
Right.
Just like me, no one else, just it's me.
Just above you.
Send me Sam's number, too, please, see if I have the right one, can I have it? Sam,
I don't know, man. I ain't working.
I can ask.
Brandon, probably get it. Oh, Oh, I do have it. Yeah.
Just wanna see if it's the same one I had, cause he hauled dump, he used to drive dump truck and I talked to him a couple times.
Yeah.
And I wonder, he didn't answer cause I didn't have the right one, maybe.
What's that about?
Sam Dennis's number, phone number, so I can call him.
This is the number I had for him anyways.
Okay.
I just sent it to you.
Yeah, I got 544. Mhm. I see your sign blew over again.
And again?
Well, no, it's not, you moved, I think maybe where I had it, and the wind come down and where it was, and the wind comes through there, cause I seen, yeah, over
Then
there.
it busted the metal thing.
Your kid,
It did, the wind, it was like half of it busted off, is why it fell. Busted, must have fell, busted from the ground maybe, I don't know.
mhm,
Anyway, put it back up.
it's cold, wasn't
Very cold.
it? See it out there.
When is the primaries?
June,
2nd of June.
2nd of June?
absentee ballots go out the
Pretty
8th.
quick, huh?
If you're an absentee voter.
I am.
Did you, they're having another one, Friday the 1st, 6 o'clock
Another
meeting.
town hall deal.
Did you see that?
Oh, at the museum,
Is that the meeting?
that's the,
GOP.
it's the,
Oh, Rick.
yeah, Republican, yeah, I got, that was what TJ brought in last week to indicate.
Oh.
Yeah. I just have to get my Facebook figured out.
Right. Yeah, good luck.
Were you able to do that? What I asked earlier?
Oh, yes.
Can
yes,
we,
it was.
can we print 3 and we can read it just to see?
Yep.
I don't know if it's stepping on toes, but maybe this, how did it sound to you? Did it sound?
This is not formatted right, but it's for you.
Do we all need to sign your fucking derivatives?
Yeah.
So. It's gonna be.
Triple up.
Oh, yeah. Getting worse.
Let's see. I'll fill everything out if you just sign.
Yeah, I'll have that.
Yeah.
How was your little trip?
Good, wedding went great, yeah, right up, Hannah graduated with a master's too, and that's like,
Yeah.
that was a, yeah, good weekend.
Did you behave?
Yeah.
So we're.
Sure, no laws were broke.
With that. Making that so weird.
Your what, man?
This is for later, for that to not be so weird.
I did that. I asked.
Okay, it's first round. So sign a notary logbook.
Do you want to come in for?
Is that my name?
Start the chicken strap.
Health deal. Oh, the alcohol.
And,
I wanna do this.
I don't know, for P.O. Box, 925, yep.
No, really.
Now for Scott's, yeah. Stephanie did get her notary too.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Yeah, you got county paid for, it, that'd be good, cause,
Yeah.
yeah, it's needed.
Good.
Yeah.
For sure.
So anytime you need notary,
Yep.
Who did?
Stephanie got her notary, yeah. Her stamps being mailed, but she's got, yeah, that's some work, you gotta
Oh, yeah.
test every 4 years, or course and a test every 4 years now. Pay a bond, you pay the fee for the Secretary of State, and you gotta get this stamp and a book.
And then, well, does Teresa have one?
Yeah,
Yes.
please have one. Yeah.
And Carol?
No,
Carol doesn't.
no, the jail does, Valerie on the Allen,
Got it.
yeah.
All right, we'll move into our next agenda item, 2027 fiscal year for alcohol tax funding designation and EFT forms. I think this is kind of an annual thing we do, isn't it?
Yeah. I'll make a motion, we'll go ahead with the.
I'd second it.
Sorry, splitting fund, is there two that qualify?
Yeah, we did the same, we're gonna do the
Okay,
same as
good.
last year.
Just share it.
Yeah.
For Dina, you and
Then why?
then Black.
I know we did have some people come in and ask for the funds, but, I don't know, I guess, or we can discuss that, or I think we should keep it where we've got it right now.
I think it's, yeah,
Because
it's worked
we-
out.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay. So Zenith View LLC and Zenfly.
here we are.
Is Zenfly and Zenith the same one?
No.
No.
Yeah, same I think.
So the,
And they're the ones that where we looked at some bigger companies, bigger,
well, there was Western Montana, one of those wanted to do, but yeah, Zenith View, she does a lot of the, Crime for Life, the DUIs, and it's helped us a lot with other stuff.
Yeah.
And then Zenfly they'll do chemical dependency evaluations too, and so they both, both
Right.
local and.
yeah. So I think keeping the same people is.
Yeah.
Instead of searching for maybe different ones to approach us.
So you second it?
I second it.
Public comment? All in favor?
I,
What's the date, 28th?
Yeah.
There you go, Blanche. Blanche.
Oh, sorry.
Copy this for
Okay,
you.
thank you.
Sam texted me, he said, I asked him where he's at, and he said Bearmount, just up from Harvey Creek. Maybe I'll have him run up and get a bucket of that off of Bear Gulch.
Yeah, be already contaminated.
Is that right, if I just call him, I think text.
Yeah, you can.
Okay,
sign
so-
up real quick, call them. We got a meeting at
on that,
10:45 with the NRC that Jeremiah might be on.
Should be.
that I asked Amanda Miranda,
I get that a lot.
to throw that and see if it could be worded a little bit different.
Yeah, I got some stuff to put in.
Yeah,
Oh,
we'll,
that's
we'll
fine.
look at it. We'll
Is
get
that right if I call Sam?
Yeah.
then?
it. Yeah, now grab a bucket of that.
Hi.
And have them get it.
I'm good.
We did.
Oh, not at the lake today?
Not yet. Heading up there. Are you out of here? As soon as we
Hey,
show up?
hey, Scott. And have them get one off of Bear Gulch.
Get one over.
Yep.
Hey, Sam. How's it going?
Who does, I guess, so who does, let's go over to Deb then, or fill
No,
out?
yeah, I'll probably have that. Let's. Yeah,
We'll coach.
she knows all that stuff.
So how are you?
I'm good. Yeah, busy right now.
Is that why you're out of the office? Had to get away from it all?
I did, yeah. The grant season.
Yeah.
Yes.
Grants, this spring of even years are just always busy. It's,
Oh, really?
it's when everything's due, yeah.
Oh,
Most all the state grants, like the RRG grant you guys are applying for and MSEP, those are, driven by NEM, so. There's always busy and then, yeah, all the other requests and things.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a good problem, but it's also, yeah, there's always a lot going on.
Right. any snow on your way up?
There was, yeah.
Was there?
Yeah. It's winter finally showed up.
I know.
Last week, snow this week again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, I just talked to a friend of mine and he's like, got truck and hauled hay and stuff. He's like, I haven't put chains on all winter and I had to put chains on the other last weekend for getting up home.
Oh, yeah, I bet.
Yeah, it
all
was-
winter long and then
all the
free
passes.
time. I had to put chains on.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a bit of slush and then it was still warm going over the whole pass. There's probably a great battle. It was about 2 inches they got, which is last time this morning.
Mhm.
Well, I heard like Deer Lodge got 2 inches of snow, I guess, too. So that
Yeah.
kind of same kind of system that hit all that country over there.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Hopefully it doesn't snow
We don't
for a few
even-
weeks when we have the dam inspection.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's slide.
I
think we'll be.
Oh, you know, maybe we'll get 2 feet of snow. It'll be,
I can work on
20
that.
degrees for a high or
But-
something.
I know, it will wake you up.
Yeah, right. Right. Just suggestions. I don't know.
And, one of the 89, hard to break, like, take what you need there. We can, and then I'll hear it from you. Alright, thanks, man. You're back. Yeah, I just thought I'd go to my shop there and I got some buckets sitting there and he can
I'll grab the.
grab it.
Get it right down. but-
Yeah, he has done. I told him not to scrape that off up there, cause he was worried about that too, he said.
With the water and creek.
And he talked to Paul, or Steve talked to Paul yesterday or something.
About-
Johnny and Steve up here then.
Talk to him about what?
He wasn't gonna be here.
Oh,
I got Johnny's number, so I'll call him.
Yeah.
Just so it is. What
The Sam said he don't know.
speaking of Paul, Bill Anoli was saying that he should get Jim Jenner with his camera on Johnny's grader and film him to see, just because he makes it sing. Because he's so good.
Yeah. What was Blaine doing? Just taking his notary back?
I think so.
Give him another minute.
I think this sounds way better than this. It's making it more, when you compare it. How's it going?
Good.
I'm glad to hear it.
All right, I guess we can get going, Blaine. On his way.
Yeah, I can hear
I
him.
hear him talking, so. But,
He's making his way in.
Yeah.
How are you?
I'm good. Okay,
And who are you?
yes. Jeremiah Faze with Great West Engineering for the record, right?
There we go.
Are you guys ready to roll on this one?
Yeah,
Okay,
rolling the DNRC our grant.
This is a continuation, of the grant for some of the improvements that were identified in your last Part 12B and with the dam. So we applied in 2024 for a DNRC RRG grant. The grant was ranked #1 in that, in that cycle. And then at the hearing, it was strucken out of that bill, House Bill 6 for funding, because the county did not have any match commitment. Was not a requirement. You just requested $125,000 for the work. But they decided that was eligibility or whatever the decisions were, so it was struck out. And during the testimony, I know Blaine had called in, the commissioners have decided to try and match up to 30,000 during that time, but I guess it was too late. It didn't get funded through that bill. So we're reapplying, same project. Essentially what it is the concrete repair on that lower outlet works. We've got seepage and such. We're gonna fix that. We also have to hire a diver to test the thickness of the steel conduits going through those 2 30-inch steel conduits. So they've got to test the thickness of that steel to make sure we still haven't had significant section loss. And then put in a sediment trap with an outlet drain, so those can be monitored by the dam tender. So that's kind of the project. The DNRC's new rules for RG require a match. It just doesn't say how much. It's basically favored more, the more match percentage you have on your operating budget. The higher it potentially can run. So I guess that's the decision is what if you want to provide any match on the grant and then I also would need the operating budget or what that is for the year for the county. At some point.
What's the total we're going after?
The max grant you can get is 125,000.
So what are you recommending for a match, like the 30,000-40,000 range, or?
I mean, that was your commitment last time, so I think 30,000 is a good number. You know, I think that puts us in the ballpark. What's generally the operating budget for a year?
The dam situation.
The dam, yes.
You could,
Negative something.
Yeah, I mean, it is negative.
Well, we don't really have funds because of the fact
Yeah.
that we rely on the 10% that we get from.
but you're just talking about what do you budget every year?
Yeah, I mean, you're generating that 10% revenue,
Yeah.
but we're also spending that.
Yeah,
Yeah, cause it even went down, cause there's so many new, can't let water out, can't. It
Didn't
went
have,
from 80 to 60
Yep.
at that 2 years ago, and last year I think it went down again.
didn't have HDRs.
Oh, this comprehensive
Yeah.
assessment it's scary what's gonna come out of it.
I'm not sure what
Do
it,
you wanna know what, like, the budget?
Yeah,
Okay. Let me get that for you.
okay. It would just be nice to see, like, I mean, where does 30,000 fall percentage wise of that number?
How much we spent on.
Yeah,
Do you want to print out of that or just?
I will need a PDF copy to go with the grant
Okay.
at some point, but I think maybe that number just helps what that is. But 30% of the requests that would give projects around 140, 150,000, so we're still gonna max out the grant, but you're locking pretty good percentage of the project
Yeah.
itself. But the way that the language in the application's written is it's a percentage of the operating budget. I think that's more steel, geared towards like a water, wastewater district, right? Like they have an operating budget and then they're willing to commit so much of that operating budget as match on the grant.
I see.
This is a little different. I mean, you guys have revenues coming in, but then there's quite a bit of expenses too.
There's not much revenue.
Now it continues to go down.
Yeah. Yeah, what do we, remember what we made last year, Scott, off the hydro?
I can tell you,
It's like
not very much.
30-50 grand or something like
I
that.
think it was a little more, really.
Average is 80, but it was down.
It was down.
Usually it's always over 80.
Yeah.
It's gone
I hate
plus
that when it
60.
does.
It's under regulations when people can't let water out.
I'm getting there. Sorry, guys, it's been a while.
Yeah, usually you have pretty significant spring runoff to help,
Yeah,
but
last year didn't come like that.
Oh, they're dumping a lot out there in April. And they're up
Yeah.
to 45 CFS dumping out.
you have
One year, or a couple of years, we had full pool into July.
Right.
Those are good.
Oh, yeah, I guess, yeah, it was short-lived last year.
Yeah.
It was only for 3 weeks, and we had to dial it back.
You have to maintain a minimum of 30.
During the irrigation season, yeah, or we'd have to have consent of every irrigator to lower it.
Yeah.
The issue come in with the 2-foot rule, but the my opinion, that 30 trumps that.
Yeah.
We haven't had, thank goodness we haven't had that issue.
We're gonna close last year. But we still only got to what, like 17 inches or 18 inches below full pool. You know,
So,
we're
yeah.
getting close to.
So, year to date, for this fiscal year, we've received 48,829.
From January to.
This fiscal year,
Okay. Oh, from January.
48,000 for this
July
fiscal
through
year.
April.
Yeah. July.
That's what we got for revenue.
That's what we got for revenue.
There's so many regulations. you
There's
can't
a little
let
bit of-
water out. Can't, you just can't. It's just shit.
We've got,
The total budget number though for that?
hey, can.
Let life talk.
Okay, now what are you asking for? So what we anticipated for, doesn't even have it in here for whatever, yeah, she doesn't have the anticipated in there. What we anticipated. It's just what we received.
Well, we have to have an anticipation.
Hmm? Well, okay, so usually when you do a budget, you say, okay, this is what I'm gonna put in here for the budget, and then you go on that and it tells you just what you've gotten to this point, but it doesn't look like these revenue items, there was anything put in the anticipated side of the budget.
So the budget we
Let
had.
me- Okay. So you want what we budgeted for this fiscal year?
Yeah, for
Okay.
this fiscal year. But if you've only received 48,000 and we're almost the end of this fiscal year, that's no money.
No,
So, I mean, 30,000 is
the budget.
the budget. It's almost
Well, that's what we're saying,
87%
we've
of the
gone, you know, we used to get 100 and then dropped to 80, and we thought that was a big thing, and then 2 years ago, it hit 60, and everybody just kinda like, oh. And that's what I keep trying to tell, like Kareem and all these guys, you guys are breaking us.
Yeah.
And then you got these guys telling us you can't let water out, you can't, I mean. When does it come to the point where, I mean, we just had to take them pills put in there again.
Yeah.
I just don't.
Unfortunately, you guys have been through that, like. The contract's pretty solid and it's
I know,
just
what if-
not a good situation.
Well, that's-
Yes.
Sell it.
Yeah.
it away. Give it for $1.
When, you guys are still at 10% of revenue, when does it bump, doesn't it bump to 12 here before too long?
Or 20,
It's either 20 after 20.
2030.
yeah, 2030 or 2033, I gotta double check that. So yeah, 20%.
Yeah. And then at the 40-year period, you own it, but that's probably the time that it needs a new turbine.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, that's.
Yeah, but
Bert will come in and say that you have to have a special one, and that'll be another 10 million, and, yeah, it's just simple.
all of us will be gone, but our kids need to know to hire a consultant to kind of get a loan from, Cole Endowment and do their own, I think.
Yeah, if the county. I mean, just going back, like if you guys would have purchased that, I mean, it was a lot of work, right? They invested millions of dollars, but the revenue they're generating off of that.
Yeah.
Is worth it.
Yeah,
And-
and we were making 100, they were making,
Yeah,
Yeah.
now, that's why they're always, every week, they want more water out, want more.
Oh, yeah.
It's always coming.
Yeah, so we do too, because we want some money too,
So the total fiscal budget for 25. 26 was 348,949. And we can get you a copy of that.
okay. So 30,000 is. I mean, that's a pretty good percentage.
And that included the,
48.
for the, where we're gonna pay for the dam thing. So
The
Oh, the
impact
comprehensive
assessment,
assessment.
that's a
We-
substantial part of it.
We anticipated, from PILT. Interfund transfer 369,889, and that was the only thing that actually. They put on the anticipation side. But like we've received up to this date for this fiscal year. From the electric sales, which is the 10% we get from, we've received 48,829 so far.
Yeah.
Normally, we anticipate 60, but for whatever reason,
Well, see, and then they cut it back during the time that we have, when you could actually make money when the power is way up too. And then we can only let out so much during that. And it's just not.
Well, last year was one of the first times that you guys had to cut back that I can remember. And then we're already cutting back again, right? Yeah. So I guess it's. I mean, I know the commissioners can't afford much, because there's no money.
which the 349 wouldn't, because we have that one. Budgeted, preliminary budget was 280,000, and that was for those guys.
HDR.
Yeah, the comprehensive assessment.
And do you have another HDR payment coming up this coming fiscal year?
They're,
Cause you split it into.
Do we have the
two fiscal
We're
years.
gonna, we paid 300,000 to them, right, in this fall? Right? Wasn't that the first payment? The first payment was like 300,000.
Yeah.
Then there's another payment at the end of May,
for,
and then I think there's another payment after that. There's two other smaller payments, from what I remember.
Oh, is that how they invoiced it?
Well, the commission asked them to do it, so it's over 4 full fiscal years.
Right. But I think like the May payment or whatever, we can pay on the next fiscal year.
What was their 362 or something like that? I can't remember.
That.
Yeah, it was 360, 380, something like
It's an absurd amount of money.
that. Then we have to provide them lunch.
And a boat.
And a
Someone
boat, yeah,
still
that's
needs
good,
to
and
have
a
a boat.
boat. And like, for this type of money, you guys don't have your own boat.
okay, so we were gonna transfer out of the CARES fund into this 48,000. And then we were transferring the 321,889 out PILT to make the budget at the 348,949. Okay, let's see what. Preview. And if I don't click this right, I lose it, then I have to start all over. It's because I'm rusty in these reports.
I'm assuming, I mean, that budget amount was probably assuming the HDR's condition assessment.
Yeah,
So we may have to, we can include that language in the grant, but we may have to go back prior fiscal years and just see what
the other budgets
the
are, yeah.
operating budgets were for those.
It'll go down a little bit, but not.
Yeah, costs 300,000 every year.
Well, we always have to do everything.
But it'll be,
But like, it would,
Yeah.
just our normal budget if we didn't have inspection, so that's probably the budget. We need to.
Yeah, I think that's kind of what, because this one we had to ramp up, obviously, but
Right.
there is a lot of just the miscellaneous expenses, whether it was construction match on projects or Part 12D was 5 years ago, and then there was some additional work, you know, we had to do the earthquake assessment, we had to do inflow hydrology assessment that was done.
So you're looking at, for the fiscal budget, what we actually spent, and I'm thinking that it's probably, I'd have to go look at the budget side of it. 99,609 was in, the prior fiscal year was what we. So that 389,000 is high because we had to pay. And we won't have to pay that again, right? Are we done with it? Are we paid that?
yeah, I mean, you have Part 12Ds every 5 years.
Yeah.
But this major assessment is only every
Okay.
third one or second one.
It's I don't know if it's the second or third.
So, yeah, it's not this assessment, this bigger one
Yeah.
for the 5 year.
I think you do two, so you'll do this one, then you do two part 12s and then this one
So
again.
third.
Yeah.
Third one.
So every 15 years. Have the big one. Favorite topic, Scott. Okay, so I mean, with 30,000, would that be, I mean, that's 10% of our budget.
Your current, and if you spent 199,000, 100,000 the year before, I mean, that's 30% of the usual. So I think we could probably, yeah, I mean, that's a good percentage.
Yeah.
Cause I think if we look at that and line item out like HDR's costs this fiscal year and
Yeah.
say, okay, here's the normal operating budget over the last 2 years, we're around 100,000. We don't even generate that much revenue, so we lose money every year. But we're willing to kick in 30% to move forward. I think that's.
Okay,
So you'd like
that
your,
sounds good to me.
the 10%, you're averaging out, it would be 100,000, I would say, because the year before that, it was that we expended 113,000.
Okay, yep.
And then before that, it was 108,000.
Do you want like a 5 year? 5 years?
I think just the last couple fiscal years.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, that's, I think 30, that's 30%. So I mean, it's
Yeah.
higher. They don't have a rule of thumb, but I mean, 20% seems like a starting point. So I think 30K would probably be a pretty good match.
Do we have that? Or you take out built or,
We're gonna have to,
well, we got.
we can't, we have to supplement that fund somehow, because the only income that we ever get from that is our sales. And like I said, right now, we only have 48,000.
So you don't need that yet, because we're just submitting the grant.
Right.
It's just your commitment of that match. And then, they would hear this moves forward in House Bill 6, so there'd be hearings next spring. And then you wouldn't contract with the DNRC until fiscal year 28. Yeah, so after July 1 of 27. So you do have some time to budget in for that one.
Okay.
So on revenue side of it, what we actually brought in, like last fiscal was 62.5. The year before it was 56,670. So that's why we were trying to get more money from hydro, so that, because we can't even pay the expenses with the royalties that we get. And we have to, so we have to come up with something, so we're supplement with Pilt or wherever, and they took some out of CARES, which is discretionary at the end of, and that was a grant money from the federal government 3 years ago during COVID, right?
I think it's probably been since 2018 that you guys have been losing money, because the first 5 years or so of that it was brand new. It wasn't a whole lot, and then we got to the first part 12D. And then there's been things since, and then it's just been eating into that.
Started whenever Colville blew, we've had to pay for that.
Yep. Yep, that
That's
was the first one. You got a concrete spillway, you need to do an inspection.
Yeah.
So I remember
People
right
like
there.
coming there because of them.
Yep.
We're paying for it now.
All right, well, I probably have a motion on this then, Blaine, to accept to go forward.
Yeah, on the, match and approving that application we sent. What about we wanted?
On the match commitment, and then, we will have, there's a signature page that we can put on the, I
Yeah.
think Justin was gonna send that over for the May 12th
Okay,
agenda.
perfect.
So this one is
Yeah.
just so we know what the match is
This
gonna
is
be.
just more of a discussion right now.
Yeah.
But a motion on the match.
I'll entertain a motion for the
I'll make
match.
a motion on the 30,000 to the map.
30% would probably be good. Yeah.
30,000,
30%,
30,000.
when you wanna put.
No, not percent, cause you ramped up your budget,
Right.
that would be 30% of that 340.
30,000.
30,000.
30,000.
Just second it.
I second it.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Yeah, not 30%.
Okay. My bad, my bad.
All right.
Yeah.
I'm done, and now we'll move into the MSTEP application.
Okay,
How's that looking?
good. I guess this one's a public meeting. No public.
Well, on Zoom.
I guess we have some folks on Zoom,
Yeah.
so. We will need the meeting minutes for the grant application, but, if you have handouts here. Mine is still.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm busy.
You fall out of the boat?
Not, well, I had
On
my,
the dock?
I had my ACL fixed last November.
Oh, that's right.
And then, I went in for an MRI because it hasn't gotten any better, and I got like a scar tissue buildup in there, so now they gotta go in and scope that out, so.
Oh, sorry.
It's a,
At least it's a scope though.
yeah, that's minimally invasive. I was a little worried because after 3 months, like it hasn't gotten any better last few months, and like something is wrong. This is not good. I can't, every time I sit, I can't move around, and it was just, so they went and checked it out, and that's what the issue is, so. At least I know what to do, but I'm kind of over this. I just want it to be good, that
Right.
fixed, right?
Get back to the boat.
I wish. My son has a 10-foot John boat. That's all we got. in the yard. I could volunteer, but I don't know that we're putting a pile of people in there to go inspect the lake. There'd
Right.
be 2 of us. And it may think. Yeah. Okay.
You would have put in.
So, Granite County is, moving forward with, a grant application to the Department of Commerce for the Montana Coal Endowment Program grant. To potentially replace the South Main Street Bridge over the Clark Fork River. This is on the bypass road, next to Highway 1, linking basically the other side along the fairgrounds down to Drummond. This application, I guess we first discussed when you guys submitted a CDS request to Sheehy's office to rehabilitate and fix all the bridges and paving of that road. And that was submitted. And then there is an opportunity, this Main Street Bridge is in pretty poor condition overall, to pursue funds there. And I guess the goal would be, there's kind of 2 funding options here with this bridge, would be to utilize this grant, if you get it, to match the CDS request when it comes in, because they'll cover everything else. If you don't get the CDS request, what we would do is then see if we could partner with the Department of Transportation, and you bring that, grant money to them and say, we've got some funding, we would like to get this bridge replaced and see. And then at the end of the day, like, if we can't get any additional funding, you don't have to accept the grant. If we get the grant, it's still a competitive process, and it takes a lot of work to get
And
there.
this one was like 750.
Yes, yeah,
Right.
yep. Yeah, the overall bridge cost, because this is a significant bridge, is a 4-span, 267-foot bridge. So I mean, we're looking at $6.3 million for
Just
this
for the
structure.
bridge.
Yeah, just for that bridge structure. You asked for 10 million for CDS, because the other 2 structures are about $1 million, and then the repaving of that road section through there. But it is a substantial structure. We would replace it. I guess going through sufficiency rating, it's a 66.7 out of 100. Deck rating is a 4. It's a 92-year-old concrete bridge structure. We did an overlay Scott, what's it been, 10 years, something like that, we did a asphalt overlay on it. Because there was a significant deck deterioration, which was leaching through, and then the concrete beams underneath are spalling checking, there's exposed reinforcing things in there. So that kind of at least protected the deck, but we haven't done anything with the beams, they're just are what they are.
Yeah, we just covered it up, 'cause we didn't have the money, couldn't get it, and so we thought we'd just chip.
Yep,
Band-Aid it.
pretty much, yeah, the deck was just a ongoing
Yeah.
maintenance nightmare, so. That fixed, at least sealed that up, so you didn't have concrete spalling all the time, but, the beams themselves are in poor condition. It'll likely be replaced with, I think we would still end up being, we wouldn't go 4-span, we're still evaluating that, but it probably a 2-span, maybe 3-span structure. But we could eliminate one of the foundations, to offset the cost of the additional beam, length. And then, it'll likely be concrete, but steel at that span becomes competitive as well. So, we're still evaluating those two options. It'd still have it would have a concrete deck, T101 rail, bridge approach rail. We'd have paved approaches to match in all of that work. It's just, it'd be the cost. We'll probably, if it was moving forward with design, we'd actually end up bidding 2 scenarios, concrete beams and steel beams, both with concrete deck, driving surface to see what the best cost is.
Which one has better longevity?
They both have 75 year name. Yep. Typically, concrete is almost always a cheaper alternative. But steel is coming down and concrete's harder to get. So, we're seeing prices more competitive.
Okay.
The little tiny, like a 20-30 foot span bridges, you can get those steel modulars and they're pretty economical. But for the larger bridges, they haven't been, but we're seeing prices coming in closer. So that is the project in itself. That's what we'll be, submitting the application for. The MSEP grant, so it is essentially it's a dollar for dollar match up to, the 750,000. Because the bridge cost is over 1.5 million, you can ask for 750,000, and then it's, county and or other funds to match above that. We've also done some environmental checks with all the environmental agencies. It's a designated floodplain area, so we'll have to meet free board criteria with that. SHPO, it's eligible for registering with the historic place. We have to remove the bridge, so essentially what happens there is they take photos of the bridge and then they register it with the historic preservation office. Pretty straightforward process. There's bull trout in the Clark Fork, or can be, it doesn't mean a lot. We have to minimize turbidity, but we can't add additional piers, I would say. Like they would limit that.
You can't do more than 4.
Yeah, there's 4 spans already. We can reduce that span. Maybe there's an opportunity to move the one out of the channel or something like that, but they're not gonna allow us to put additional spans. Pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
There may be some wetlands right along the edge of the bridge, but the bridges are pretty straightforward as far as, we minimize environmental impacts. The existing bridge itself already has free board criteria related to the floodplain, so we truly would be just matching. The existing bridge is 22 feet. We go to a 26-foot driving surface, so you have actual full 2-lane widths in there. And then upgraded rail, so we don't have that. Decorative concrete looks nice, but it doesn't work. So it'll be the standard bridge T101 rail curb, concrete curb system on the side, and then we'd have approach guardrail sections for safety coming into that, so. It'll be legal highway loads, so it'll be an alternate essential bypass for Highway 1 there. MSIP grants are due May 19th. And then kind of the same process as RRG. These move through House Bill 7, so they'll have testimony in the spring. We'll know this fall on the ranking of the project and where it sits. And then kind of have an idea whether you get funding when the governor releases his anticipated budget and where the numbers fall. We always check that and see.
Who ranks on the legislative committee?
So the MSEP program actually ranks the
Okay.
project. So there's 7 statutory criteria, which is the grant application. Public health and safety, public support, financial need. I mean, Granite County, I think is gonna rank pretty well on the financial need component of that. The PER, what we prepare, planning, and then, if there is economic development, which bridges, we try and spin that as much as possible, but there's just not much for economic development. Economic maintenance, right? Like that you're not, unless you had some contractor that guaranteed us a letter that said, I'll hire 5 employees if you fix this bridge. We don't get any more points. The applications rank the same. So it comes down to public health and safety and financial need are kind of the big drivers there. Yep.
And do we need letters of recommendation by May 19th or?
Yeah, we need letters of support from as many folks as we can get, local residents,
Yeah, I've sent it out to fire, sheriff,
Yep.
all
Yep.
that, Drummond, I know Rico's working on one.
Try to get one from MDOT,
Yep.
Mhm.
since it's, their bridge failed, they need that bridge.
And their bridge is not in great condition.
No, the Drummond mayor was just in here earlier looking, see if we couldn't find a report from that, but she like, now there's that walking path underneath there, so now all the residents can see how bad that bridge is.
Yep. There's scour issues too,
Yeah.
and so it doesn't appear that it's programmed yet in the STIP. But I know they're anticipating doing something there, so I don't know if they've moved into the design or what, but there's a serious concern. About that. Yeah.
So I mean, that'd be like, hopefully, like, if we do get this or whatever, if we don't get the other one for the whole Main Street, but maybe the MDOT will kick in for sure on that, cause they're gonna need this bypass if they gotta do that bridge.
Yeah, if they replace that bridge, this is the only bypass, and they are not driving heavy truck traffic down there. I mean, they can, they fix the whole road and fix the bridge and.
Yeah, public comment. She was asking if she could comment, and I said, yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't want to. Yeah, it wouldn't come up, and then finally it popped up, her hand popped up.
go ahead, Monica.
Hi, I'm Monica Prince from the Drummond Ambulance Service. I have some, just on the side note of the safety issue, there is a huge safety issue not having that bridge in. Should the railroad bridge get taken out, which it has in the past, you know, the railroad hit the bridge coming into Drummond, there is no availability of getting to our ambulances short of driving through Anaconda. Well, that's not exactly true. We could drive the back road. Not everybody knows how to come out at Jen's to come back to our ambulance service. So that would lock the entire Drummond system down to the lower valley, down to only having the QRU that currently sits at the Prince residence. So it's a huge safety issue not to fix that bridge, in my opinion.
So if we had a letter, that'd be great to submit with this.
Right.
Yeah, the only.
Well,
mean,
we
go
can get
ahead.
the president, I'm sure, of the ambulance service to submit a letter stating that. But that should be, if you're requesting letters from entities in Drummond, like the school then is also set up for the possibility of an active shooter without a police presence being able to get there. There's no way to get there should the other something compromise either the railroad bridge or the main bridge on Highway 1.
I guess we could reach out and try to get letters from everybody. If you can get that president, the ambulance guy to do one.
I can probably do that when he gets off of the road. I can probably do that. If you could email that out to him, email that out to his secretary about who we need to address for this. Because we also get grants through the MDOT. We've gotten those for our ambulances in the past.
Cool.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Well, I'm gonna get shit now.
Is there any other?
That's nice to know that that helps on the grant, you know, with the ambulance, with letters from them, the school and the sheriff, fire department.
And that's
All
the,
helps.
that's the case we made in the CDS, because that Highway 1 was the railroad bridge went down. And so this was the detour route. And so if you lose the highway bridge or the railroad bridge, this is the route. So it's in vital, because otherwise, yeah, there's some back roads, but the only all-weather route is Anaconda all the way around, which is, I think it's close to 100 miles to come all the way back
Or you
around.
go down Rock Creek.
We know this.
We know this. Yeah, I drove it a couple times just to check it out.
Never throw it in.
Yep. Okay, there's two signature forms that will need to be signed. Yeah, and I think it might be best.
They're not ready.
Yeah, to push those to next week's meeting. That way, if there is any additional public comment or anything, we always welcome that. Letters, we need letters of support, public feedback. There's a public involvement component of the grant application, so that stuff. There will be a resolution submitting the application and committing the matching funds. Now, you don't have to, you're just basically saying, we're gonna get there. And then the uniform application needs signatures. So if we can put those on next week's agenda,
Yep.
that I guess will be one more commission meeting for the public to comment before.
At least we got some comment, that's good.
Yeah, and we already have lots of letters already from the first, do we end up with 5 or like for the?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We like we had Kiwanis and all that, so
we had 7 actually.
we contact those people again, just get them just for this too again.
Yeah.
Yeah, Miranda did awesome
Yeah.
job getting letters of support. And the railroad one was
I know,
huge.
that was huge.
Yeah.
No way.
Finally get one?
Yeah, we got one.
Yep, and we got one from district administrator with MDT as
Yeah.
well for that, so.
I better start with the railroad now if we.
I know. Yeah, under tight. But I'll keep trying.
Okay, that's all I have.
Well,
All right,
you gonna be back up here next week then, or on Zoom, or
I'll just join on Zoom for that one.
be on your boat?
So you went on the 5th and the 12th, correct, for some signature stuff?
I
You
don't
said
think,
the 12th,
oh,
but maybe.
let's just, yeah, I meant the 5th.
Okay,
Yeah, let's do it, yeah, cause.
Their applications are due, oh, sorry, the DNRC one. The 12th, the bridge MSEP one, the 5th.
okay. So it's.
Cause yeah, that way we can just we're not gonna have things ready on the RRG, ready to go by next week, but this one, we're pretty close on everything, so,
Okay.
yep.
I'll get that on then.
Okay, perfect. All right,
Thanks.
thanks.
Thank you.
Thanks for minutes.
Yeah, get healed up.
Yeah, eventually.
Thanks.
See you,
Thank
Jeff.
you.
Thanks, Eric.
Yeah, thanks. Have a good drive back. All right, well, that all sounds good.
Get them out, email out and get some more letters.
I mean, even if we just get this grant, would be awesome, just to fix the bridge. Maybe more better cost effective for us too, if we just did the bridge. But we'll see. Alright, so we're on to 11:30 agenda item, cable median rail project between Drummond and Gold Creek.
Hi,
Hi, hello,
thanks for having me come visit. My name's Deb Poteet. Do I said, do I?
yeah, whatever you want.
I'm the owner of Poteet Construction and we're highway contractor. We work all over the state and we're currently doing section in Missoula that's 44 miles total of the median rail. And 40 miles of that is Missoula County and the other 4 is over by Quartz Creek outside of Superior. So, something that I've been talking to a lot of people about, that the project ends at Drummond, our current project. And after the head-on collision that happened outside of Drummond before Christmas where 3 people were killed, I kind of started doing some research and talking to some folks. And I brought them with me. This is for Missoula. It shows Powell and Granite County. The fatalities from 2020 to 2024. And so it doesn't include the other 3 fatalities that happened, but if you look at that, Missoula County, just for those 40 miles, had 12 fatalities. And then Powell and Granite, when you include those 3 fatalities last December that hadn't been entered into the database, just that about 11 miles between Drummond and Gold Creek had 12 fatalities. So I brought it up to Department of Transportation saying, we're already here. It wouldn't cost that much more. We already have all the numbers to move this forward. Would there be any interest? They've told me that they have money in the safety program, but they're kind of, I don't know if we're gonna do this sort of thing. So I'm just requesting that you guys if you'd be willing to write a letter of support to encourage us to move forward and see if they can have a discussion if it's feasible.
My only concern was I've had a couple comments on the turnarounds there. Are they gonna readjust them? Cause they're putting them where they put the cable in the ground there with the snow plows, which the county don't go out there, but you got the county sheriff and the ambulances and that, where they put them so close and they've been hitting them and popping tires and that.
Yeah,
That's my biggest concern, that the engineers screwed up there and shoulda.
Move them out a little farther. There's some stuff that can be and easily be changed, and we worked. So this particular project was a design build, so we worked with WGM and other contractors to put this thing together, and
I'm for a letter, I don't.
so I'm just trying to explain. I think I've had these comments too, and we worked with Highway Patrol on, where are we gonna put these turnarounds, and yeah, there's an issue with that, and whether there has to be a cap of some type over those, cause they're angle iron and bolts.
Yeah, just nighttime they whip in there and they're right on that edge of that.
Yeah.
It's not good.
You're not
No.
supposed to, you're not emergency service.
Yeah, you shouldn't have been driving when you were.
Wreckers and stuff.
Oh,
But I've had calls and
Yeah.
people were asking and they said, oh, wow,
You can move them back for sure.
you're gonna have to, them
Yeah.
snow plows are getting bigger, and especially that one that pulls the trailer, they try to whip through there and not
Yeah,
good.
that thing's huge.
yeah, I'm
I'd give,
for, safety and all that and extending it. Cause where are they gonna extend to them from Drummond all the way to?
Well, I guess it's depending on the budgeting. If they can at least get it to Jen's, that would be
Yeah.
really good until the next. If they can get it all the way to Gold Creek, that would be a bonus.
do you have an email or something that where we send it to as you can give to Miranda, right?
Yeah, I think
Are you for it?
No,
You're not?
no. Yeah.
I've got Director Dorrington's contact info.
Oh, yes.
I kind of put it in if I got to
I
think
think you might
about
as well go to the top. and-
Go right to the top.
She said that she was coming in today and explained it all, and I understand, and yes.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
Well, I'll entertain a
Thank you.
motion.
I'll make a motion that we send a letter of support. On transportation extending further
I'll second that.
Thank you. I
All in
appreciate it.
favor?
Let's see if we can move the dial.
Thanks. Have a good day.
Thank
Thank
you.
you too.
Tom?
Hey, how are you all?
Good,
They're
you're
bad,
bad.
good. Everybody looks like they're in good spirits today. Sue must not be working.
Hey.
Sorry.
Thanks, Tom.
I'll see you later.
Yeah.
I didn't hear what he said.
That's all right.
Okay.
What, I don't remember that. Gosh, do you?
Yeah, it was, but that was too fast for conditions and, yeah, when the car went head on into a semi, it was in Powell County, but,
Oh.
yeah, that car ended up in 3 pieces.
Ooh.
Yeah, it was bad.
Yeah, yeah, sad deal.
It's funny how they decide where to put up that stuff and then they don't, and.
I was
When
asking,
they have to wait for a fatality to extend it or drop the speed limit, I always call bullshit on that.
Yeah,
I should,
it should
why don't you
be
prevent it before?
prevent it before it happens, yes.
Excuse me, can I ask one question? Do you know who to contact? I haven't talked to anybody. I don't know any of the guys anymore at Powell, the Powell County Commissioners.
They're kind of having a fire sale over there.
Yeah, there's nobody there that.
I don't know who to.
I'd have to look in the. Is it Caesar? Or is he gone? Dave Caesar?
Someone just resigned.
Yeah, it's kind of
I don't think it was Seeger though.
Out there.
Let's see.
I can look it up. I just didn't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nobody's there that I recognize.
Forever, they changing hands, we haven't,
Uh,
we used to meet with them all the time. We haven't had a meeting in 3 years, 4 years,
And that's with who?
Deer Lodge County.
Well,
We used to have that dinner we'd go to, we'd all meet, all that, really.
the Tri-County deal.
It
was good.
Commissioner Bacon resigned, but, Daniel Sager, Bill Hooker and Workman are the, so yeah, Daniel Sager,
Okay, yeah, Sager's the,
I think he's the chair, and
Yeah.
okay. I'll look it up and see, schedule time. Thank you.
Thanks for coming.
Thanks for your support.
All right, it's a little early, but we're gonna go into a closed session. Personal matter.
person now.
Got excited.
All right, we're opening it back up. We got done with our closed session and we are adjourned until next week.
I'm good. And Missoula.